You also spent some time up here on the Silver Coast. You were living near to Abydos. Your husband was doing a project there. What did you enjoy about the Silver Coast, about this area, just
Yeah,
north of Lisbon?
it was stunning. The view in there, like I pretty enjoy the lagoon. It's called Praia do Bom Sucesso, which I
Yeah,
love. The name is actually what I find very interesting in Portugal. They have quite nice names.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
this one, it's Beach of Great Success. It's like whoa.
Yes, 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 yes,
But
yes.
beside the great name, it's stunning the connection with nature because
Mm,
it's I believe it changed a lot from whenever you were a little bit on the west side and through to Lisbon. It completely, it's another word. Still 1 hour from Lisbon because people are very much more connected, more calm, and life is even slower. And you can really enjoy and taste the little moments and connect to nature. I particularly enjoy because I was working in the nature. I was with my computer in the forest. My background was pine trees and things, and people were asking, "Is it a virtual background?" No, it's not. Literally, I was working. It
yeah,
was so helpful for me to focus and to also practice some sports and at the same time enjoying and be very well connected with myself.
yeah,
That's the part that I enjoy the
yeah.
most.
Yeah, and again, it's a small country, but the diversity, just getting out of the cities and what you see, you mentioned those that you're from a small village of 4,000 people, and here in Portugal, you can very much come across a little town somewhere in the middle of nowhere where it's got this lovely community and a little church and the little tashka and cafe and restaurant where life carries on, and like we talk about the simple life, that's it, where people are just happy
Yeah.
to be there. Yeah, it's so diverse and special from that point of view.
Yeah, and I find much similarities with that because like even if you don't know people, you do a walk and you say bon dia, and it's like that connection, that warmth. It's so simple, but in big city, even in Lisbon, not everywhere you go like you say hello to people.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe look, you smile, but there's in the specific, especially in these villages, you are very much more connected to people that lives there,
Yeah.
and naturally,
Yeah, I mean, Lisbon's changed a lot. I remember Lisbon 15 years ago, and if you walked into a cafe, everybody said bon dia, and it was
yeah,
common. That's changed a bit, but these places here on the Silver Coast, if I walk into a cafe and I don't say good morning, people look at me like, what's wrong? Like, why hasn't he said good morning?
yeah.
You've got to say good morning. I remember a little bit north from where you are, you have São Martinho do Porto, that bay. And
Mhm.
not long ago, my wife and I, we were taking a walk along the boardwalk, and yeah, everyone's bon dia, bon dia, bon dia, bon dia. Even the foreign people just get into it. They take on that kind of
Yes.
that spirit of just being connected and happy and happy to see each other. It's nice.
And I believe it also influenced a little bit how people feel here.
Yeah,
I
for
don't know
sure.
if Portugal is yet in any happiest country score, but I quite feel very happy here.
Yeah.
And the environment, it helps a lot.
Yeah, yeah.